While this podcast isn't rated explicit, the content may not be suitable for younger listeners. Welcome to Sex for Saints, the Christian couple's guide to great sex. I am your host, certified sex and marriage coach, Amanda Lauder. This is episode 352, Prolonging Arousal for Men. Welcome to Sex for Saints, a podcast for Christian couples. My goal with this podcast is to help enlighten, educate, and inspire you to understand yourself, your spouse, and your sexuality better. I talk about sex in a way you probably haven't heard before. I'm bold, I'm direct, but I keep everything in line with my strong Christian values. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I feel like I haven't been with you forever because I took quite a bit of time off for my oldest daughter to get married. She got married last Saturday, January 11th, down in Mesa, Arizona. So I traveled down there about a week ahead of time to get all of the last minute things ready for the wedding. And it was a beautiful and amazing day. It was everything that we had both hoped for and dreamed, and such a great day. It's really a wonderful thing to see your child find a person to share their life with and who loves them in all of the ways that you want them to be loved. And she definitely found that in her spouse. And so I'm really, really happy for them. So thank you for all of you who expressed congratulations to her and asked questions in my email and DMs to see how it went. I really appreciate that. All right, let's get to today's topic. So sexual intimacy is one of the most powerful ways that we connect as a couple, but sometimes it feels like the experience ends a little too quickly, whether because of premature ejaculation or simply wanting to make that magical moment last longer. So today we're going to explore ways to prolong arousal for men, and we're going to dive into some practical techniques, medication options, and mindset shifts, while also addressing the deeper issues that impact your ability to fully enjoy sex and intimacy. So if you've ever wished for more time in the heat of passion, this episode is for you. So let's first talk about why prolonging arousal matters. It's not just about delaying orgasm, it's about savoring the experience. For couples, this can mean deepening emotional connection as you explore each other's desires without rushing. For individuals, it's a way to gain better control over your body and fully enjoy the sensations of sex and intimacy. So I want you to imagine this. Instead of focusing on the countdown to climax, you're present with your partner, exploring every sensation, every caress, every breath. This shift in focus allows you to experience sex as a journey rather than a destination. When you extend that journey, the pleasure, both physical and emotional, becomes richer and more satisfying. And for many men, the inability to prolong ejaculation stems from something deeper than physical responses. Anxiety and sexual shame often play a very significant role. Anxiety creates tension in the body. It speeds up your heart rate and can make it difficult to stay present during sex. So we really want to pay attention to all of those things. And then sexual shame, often rooted in societal or cultural messages, adds another layer of difficulty by creating a sense of inadequacy or discomfort with your own sexual expression. So when you feel anxious about how you'll perform, your body often reacts by speeding up the process. And this anxiety becomes a very vicious cycle. You worry about finishing too quickly, which makes you more likely to do so. Anxiety takes you out of the moment, focusing your thoughts on potential failure rather than the pleasure and connection of the experience. So I want to give you some tips for managing anxiety during sex. The first is to practice mindfulness. Now, mindfulness can anchor you in the present moment. So focus on the sensations of touch, the sound of your partner's voice, or even your breathing. When your mind starts racing with worries like, am I going to finish too soon? Just gently redirect your thoughts to what you're experiencing in the moment. For example, if you notice your anxiety rising, pause, take a deep breath, concentrate on the way your partner's skin feels against yours or the rhythm of your combined breathing. And these small acts of awareness can help break that cycle of anxious thoughts. The second is to create a pre-intimacy routine. So before engaging in sexual activity, take time to calm your body and your mind. This could include deep breathing exercises, meditation, or even a warm bath to relax your muscles. A simple pre-sex routine can set the tone for more relaxed and present experiences. For instance, spend a few moments connecting with your partner through eye contact or non-sexual touch like holding hands. And this can create a sense of safety and connection, reducing anxiety before things escalate. The third is to challenge negative self-talk. So anxiety comes with a barrage of negative thoughts. You might find yourself thinking, I always finish too quickly, or I'm disappointing my partner. Recognize these as unhelpful patterns and replace them with affirmations like, I'm learning and growing, or this is about connection, not perfection. If you're ready to transform your relationship and take your intimacy to the next level, it's time to check out coaching with me. Whether you're looking for personalized coaching in my women's membership, one-on-one guidance for men and women, or couples coaching, I have options designed to support you. And if you've looked into couples coaching before, now's the perfect time to revisit. I've lowered my prices, making it more accessible than ever. Don't wait to create the connection and intimacy you've always wanted. Learn more at amandalauder.com and click on Get Help in the menu. Now back to the show. So now that we've talked a little bit about anxiety and how maybe you can mitigate some of that, I really want to address sexual shame. Sexual shame is deeply ingrained for many men, often stemming from cultural, religious, or societal message about masculinity and sexuality. And this shame can manifest as feelings of inadequacy, guilt, or even fear during intimate moments. So while we've touched just a tiny little bit on the impact of shame today, I'm dedicating an upcoming episode entirely to help men unpack and overcome sexual shame. So make sure you are subscribing so that you can be notified when that drops. But we're going to explore in that episode where these feelings come from, how they affect your sexual relationship, and what you can do to rewrite those internal narratives. So if this resonates for you, make sure that you stay tuned. It's going to be a really transformative conversation. So now that we've talked about some of the mental and emotional barriers, let's get to the practical techniques that can help you prolong arousal. These methods combine physical strategies with the mindset shifts we've just discussed. So the first is something we've already discussed a little bit as well, but it's breathing techniques. So slowing your breathing during sex and intimacy is one of the easiest ways to control arousal. So deep diaphragmatic breathing. I really like square breathing, where you inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold again for 4 counts. This not only slows your heart rate, but also keeps you grounded and present. So if you notice your excitement building quickly, consciously slow your breathing and focus on the sensation of your partner's touch rather than the goal of climax. The next is the stop-start method. This technique involves pausing stimulation when you feel close to climax, allowing your arousal to subside before resuming. For instance, during intercourse, you might pause and switch to oral or manual stimulation for your partner. And this shift not only helps you regain control, but also keeps the experience engaging for both of you. Now, if those two techniques, the breathing and the stop-start method, aren't enough, there are some medical options that can help. SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, medications like paroxetine or sertraline can be prescribed to delay ejaculation. These work by altering the brain's response to sexual stimulation, allowing you to last longer. And you can just see your doctor about that. I really suggest men have a urologist that they talk to about premature ejaculation or prolonging arousal. There are also some topical solutions like numbing creams or sprays that can help reduce sensitivity in the penis, giving you greater control over arousal. In a pinch, something even like Oragel that we put on your gums for tooth pain can even work. It is safe because it is an oral analgesic, and anything that is safe to go in the mouth is safe to put on your penis. And then there are also some natural supplements. Ingredients like ginseng or maca root are sometimes used to enhance stamina, though results can vary with those. So if you're considering any of those options, consult with a doctor to determine the best choice for your situation. Prolonging arousal isn't just about learning physical techniques. It's about addressing those deeper layers of anxiety, shame, and connection. So with the tools and insights I've shared today, you can take the first steps toward a more fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship. And if sexual shame has been holding you back, don't worry. We're going to be tackling that head on in that upcoming episode. We can also talk about it a lot more in coaching, whether that's individual coaching for men or in couples coaching. But just take your time, be patient with yourself, and remember, love is a journey, not a destination. Stay committed, stay passionate, and stay connected. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Like what you're hearing on this podcast? Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Don't forget to leave me a review and share it with your friends.